See that red one right there?
Yeah.
Your boy put that together.
Really?
Yeah. Can we call this one built to have fun? If we destroy this one, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
We put tons and tons of tuning time into this car for this thing, like boogies, like
For it to
boogies,
work.
boogies. It works.
What's up, guys? We're out here in Moab, Utah with OnX Offroad. These dudes brought us out here to see what's up with all this Jeep stuff. A lot of the guys were out here earlier from the crew. Chris Isenhouer and Nick Isenhouer is still out here doing some Bronco stuff. And Darren was out here. Let's see what they were up to. I heard they were going pretty hard. So they're gonna take us out on some trails and we're gonna try to experience some of this stuff out here. I can't believe they even allow people to even drive out here. It's so epic. So Lance is with us today. Lance is gonna take us through. You're a little more experienced than we are out here.
A little bit.
And with the four-wheel drive, he's actually not a Jeep guy. He's actually a Toyota guy. And this hurts his soul to drive this thing today. But you're gonna be okay, right?
I'll survive.
Yeah. Dude, he actually has a really cool like overland Tundra, first gen, and he's gonna like put a long travel kit on it. So Lance right here, dude. Right?
Yep.
He knows what's up.
First gen.
But he's gonna actually take us down some trails that he's been through out here. It's gonna be pretty cool. But first, before we do any of that stuff, we're gonna go meet up with the homie Nick Isenhouer and go check out a Bronco, which is pretty funny and ironic because this is primarily a Jeep event. And we're right by the Jeep booth, but we got to check out this Bronco, dude. So let's go run it. This is Dixie Off-Road. So they're kind of outside of the town limits. I think they're county, so they're able to host a type of event. But look at all of this, dude. This is wild. You know you're gonna be in this, right, Nelson?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
How's it going?
It's going great. It's going pretty good because I just found
Donuts?
donuts.
I'm down.
Donuts.
Don't buy the bucket,
No?
because you'll eat them all.
Oh, jeez. This guy. What are we doing here, man?
We're way out of our element, but we're making the best of it.
There's some cool stuff here, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, tons of cool stuff. Just not what we're normally used to doing.
Right.
Nothing wrong with it.
Right. It's just different.
It's different.
It's different. Different strokes for different folks, you know?
Yeah.
I seen a Ranger over there.
Yeah, I did. There's one Ford Ranger here. See that red one right there?
Yeah. So that's the guy that
Boy.
you worked on?
Your boy put that together.
Really?
Yeah. Well, me and like a whole shop full of dudes, but like I had a big part in it. So
No, that's cool.
I'm gonna take 100% credit.
No, that's great, man.
Can we call this one built to have fun?
Built to...
If we destroy this one, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble.
yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Built to, not Jeep.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do it. All right, Nick, so take us through this thing, man.
This is a brand new Ford Bronco, not really available yet. They're pre-ordered, everything, blah, blah, blah. They're set for delivery in July is when the first couple people are set to get them. So we got this car a couple weeks ago, and Ford gave it to us to put a bunch of parts on for this show to kind of reveal like the aftermarket side of things. So it's not a straight axle car. It's got A-arms in the front, straight axle in the rear, so it's a little bit like a 4Runner.
Okay.
It's in that way, but it's coilovered in the back and not coil sprung in the back. What we made in our shop, Chula Vista, in the engineering department, is we've got upper control arms, coilovers, front and rear, a rear track bar, and then forged aluminum, or billet aluminum lower control arms as well.
Wow.
So the coilovers are impact forged bodies, all built specific for this Bronco and tuned. We put tons and tons of tuning time into this car.
Okay.
It's where this thing like boogies, like
For it to
boogies,
work.
boogies. It works. It's not just like, oh, it's taller. So this coilover gives you 1 to 3 inches of lift.
Okay.
So you can stack a bunch of weight on the roof of it and what have you and still get some height out of it.
Nice.
To fit the 37-inch tall tires.
37s, huh?
So these are 37-inch tall BFGs on some methods that Method provided us to make sure they've got the right offsets and everything, and the thing
Okay.
turns and drives real bitchin'.
So these wheels are specific for this kit?
No, it just ended up working out well with this car. Like it got keeps everything nice and straight. You don't have some big old wide poked out wheels and tires. Kinda
Right.
keeps like a nice sleek look to it.
Yeah, like it's nice and tight, dude.
Yeah. So-
Those are the homies over on Method.
Yeah.
Very good looking wheels. Cool.
So is that, yeah, so the upper arms, the coilovers, like I said, it's the impact forged aluminum body shocks, specifically tuned, the springs, the valve codes, all that stuff specific for this Bronco.
Nice.
The way it handles.
Nice.
The steps, sliders from Smittybilt. These were built in-house as well. All this stuff's prototypes.
So this is all prototype. This is the step. Okay.
Yep, so that's a cool step, you know, for our vertically challenged folks that have a hard time getting up into big lifted rigs, if you will.
For the wives.
For the wives, there you go.
And are these also purposeful, like?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go trying to pivot the vehicle around on them, but they're definitely good for like if you're out in the brush and the little rocks, little stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't go trying to take it up steel bender or some other big trail and try and pivot around it like you're a big rock crawler. But they're definitely
but for the most part. Okay, that's cool.
Fender Delete. So once you guys start looking at all the other Broncos, you'll notice they have like a really cool fender on them. But this, when you delete the fender and you add this, it just helps a little bit more tire clearance and all that stuff.
Oh, right on. So then you guys just, is this also a prototype kind of thing?
Yeah,
to throw on
this
over?
will go into production. So everything we're looking at today will be available as soon as these are available.
Okay.
So these are set to take delivery in July. And we're hoping that we have all of our parts in 4 Part stores in July as well.
Okay, right on.
So that's kind of our jam right now.
Dude, can I just say how proud I am of this man right here? Dude, seriously, you're so awesome, Nick. I mean, I know I hate to even like put him on the spot like this, but it's a big feat, man. A freaking pre-runner kid from East County, right?
Yeah, Claremont, then East County. Yeah.
You know, banging around Placer City with his Ranger, and freaking out here in Wile E. Coyote country.
Yeah. Doing Jeep things with
Doing
Broncos.
Jeep things with Broncos. Yeah, it is, dude. Well, I'm very stoked for you, man. Very cool. So what else you got going? Yeah.
So this front bumper, this is actually almost ready to go into production. So this will be, this will be built by Smittybilt, which is another house brand under 4 Part, suited with a Warren winch.
Is this bumper like directly, like is this?
Yeah, bolt-on, 100% bolt-on bumper.
Hold it, 100% bolt-on bumper. Cool.
It holds the lights, holds all that stuff. It ties into the factory skid plate as well as our aftermarket skid plates that run underneath the car.
Okay.
So there's a full set of 5 skid plates that run underneath the whole belly of the car, so you can go run that thing pretty good.
Nice.
Yep.
So that's also what you guys are offering. So everything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got to keep asking because there's a lot of
No,
stuff.
it's the whole thing, the whole car.
That's cool. I like how you guys have like these lights integrated in here
Yeah, we
too.
try to keep, you want to try and keep things looking as mellow as possible. You don't want a bunch of stuff just hanging off the side of it. You want it to look nice and sleek and mellow.
Looks very sleek, man.
Yeah.
Very purposefully built. You know.
Yep. So you run through there, and then the only real things there's a rear bumper on it, which we can go look at in a minute. The only thing that's kind of one-off, because like I said, we only had a couple weeks with this car, and so we did this roof rack tent mount, which is kind of like a one-off, like handmade thing.
Okay.
I'm sure we will produce something like that down the road, but that's not something that's gonna hit the market because that's like billet aluminum front pieces. I hand TIG welded the entire top of the thing.
Oh, so you built this guy up here?
These are like nice billet aluminum pieces where this recesses into. That was designed by my friend Alex to drill that up. And then, the whole rack's all TIG welded out, nice 12-point bolts. Like,
nice.
They kind of let us get a little crazy with it.
Nice, dude. So you were able to just kind of go wild with this, and hopefully this may someday turn into something or something similar.
It'll be real similar to this. I don't know if it'll be. It might even be exactly this. I'm not sure, but that's not really like on our product plan of things to produce. So this is the same thing. A Smittybilt rear bumper.
Okay.
That's ready to go into production and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. This is something we made as well in the back for all your like tools and straps and your fridge and your air tanks and all that stuff.
This guy right here?
Yeah, so this tank here, right now what it does is it just picks up the factory pivot holes, and then it gives you tie down points, tie all this stuff down so nothing moves around.
Very important,
it's
dude.
We're kind of sounding like maybe this might turn into some sort of like sliding tray, but this is like I said, we had 2 weeks with it. I knocked this out in like 2 days. It was like just a real fast build out.
That's so cool. I mean, this is very purposefully built, right, guys? You guys got to strap your stuff down if you guys are off-roading. God forbid you roll, but if you do, this stuff ain't gonna knock you in the head.
Yeah, so,
right, Nick?
And nothing worse than surviving the rollover and then getting knocked out by your tool bag.
Oh, jeez, man. Go for it. So this is a pretty standard thing out here.
Yeah, they're on everything.
This is your taco table.
Yes, this is your cooking table. This is something I found out about this weekend. How many vehicles have these things on top of them.
Dude, I think we need to introduce this in the pre-runner world. Like somehow, somewhere.
Coors Lights?
Dude, I don't know, we need to do something, man.
And then this is like our new Smittybilt Tent. So you pop all these latches here off the sides and the thing goes straight up like a top hat.
No way.
It's really nice. Yeah, it's like you're only getting 2 people in there.
Yeah.
But it's way easier than like the tip over with stands and all the crazy stuff.
Well, I love how low key it looks. Like it's very flush.
Yeah.
So I mean, although it is at the top, it looks sleek. I wouldn't even imagine that being a tent up there. It looks like it would be like a storage.
In there or something,
like a storage compartment or something. man, that's cool.
So it's pretty cool. Same thing, the impact forged aluminum body coilovers in the rear.
Okay.
So same thing, all specifically tuned for the vehicle and all that.
Nice.
Those are the billet aluminum lower control arms that we've made. I'm not sure when those are going to go into production, but they're definitely a really, really cool piece.
What are you guys getting out of those billet aluminum lower control arms? Is it more control? Is it just a stronger product?
It's a stronger part, and then it also helps correct a little bit of the geometry. So when you lift the car, you got to picture all the pivot points. When the car goes, like say this is the axle, when the car goes up, everything changes. So all of a sudden the pinion angle in the back of the car gets goofy.
Okay.
So you want to straighten that back out.
Okay,
so
and that's what that does.
Yeah, so it's an adjustable arm. So when you lift the car up, you can actually lengthen it and bring the pinion angle back to factory.
Ah,
So,
okay.
or shorten it, whatever you want to do.
It's all about those angles, guys.
Yep.
Very
That's
cool.
the same deal. Like, you know, a lot of people ask questions on upper control arms, like aftermarket upper control arms. The main reason for that is just to correct the geometry after you've lifted the vehicle.
Right.
And keep it driving and steering and everything like you're in a factory car, but you know, you're a couple inches off the ground,
Right.
so you can get out there on the trail and go have fun. And then something kind of nice about these, so because you know, most of the time, you know, you drive 6-7 hours to get to the trail, to
Right.
drive a couple hours down a dirt road, and your wife's all pissed off and your girlfriend's all pissed off about squeaks and rattles and clunks and all that, 'cause
Yeah.
we all want to be cool with our uniballs and our Heim joints. Well, what's nice about this stuff is that these are bushings in the frame,
Oh,
and then it's actually a nice ball joint in the front there, in the
nice.
cup, and the ball joint makes like 42 degrees of change through it, so you're never going to max out that ball joint.
Nice.
And through 4WP, everything's replaceable, rebuildable. You just go in, there's a kit you can buy that gives you all the bushings and the ball joints, and you pop
That's
it all
great.
in, and it's all rebuildable. And you don't have to deal with the squeaks and the rattles of a Heim joint or a uniball.
Yeah, dude. Does that pretty much wrap the
Yeah.
outside of this thing up? I mean,
Yeah,
I was going to
yeah.
get under and maybe get some shots of some of the things
Yeah,
we were
get
talking
skid plates
about.
and all that stuff.
There it is right there.
Yep, and then with the branding in them and stuff, so all this here and all that, just to kind of help save the transfer case and save those parts and pieces when you're out there wheeling and you're not messing stuff up.
It is such an awesome freaking vehicle, dude. It looks so awesome. I'm so happy that Ford brought this thing back, dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, I think people have wanted it, and you guys are delivering. I wonder what kind of stuff there's gonna be, like, if ever, long travel stuff for this.
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
Maybe, right?
Absolutely will be. Yeah, there's absolutely companies that are going to do stuff like that. The big one I want to see is, tell my boss, but I'm trying to see a straight axle swap. So that sounds like a Darren Parsons project.
What do you guys think?
Put a straight axle under this Huffy.
Should they do that? What do you guys think? Comment in the comments, guys. Let us know. Straight axle. That'd be pretty hard. Well, that's cool, Nick. I think that pretty much wraps this thing up. So we're actually out here with OnX Offroad. I'm sure Nick's a little more familiar with the trails than we are.
I'm only 3 days more familiar than these guys are. I've only been here for 3 days.
Oh, dang. So
yeah, no, this place is amazing. If you ever get the opportunity to come to MOAB, I'm sure the OnX app is probably the raddest thing you can use out here because it marks all the trails,
Dude,
tells
it's
you where to
crazy.
go. It's like, it's gonna be the killer.
it's crazy. It's like kind of like Apple Maps. You just zoom in and all the trails kind of show up. But yeah, dude, I'm hoping maybe we can go out and check some stuff out.
Sure, absolutely.
And, cool. All right, guys. Thank you guys for checking out the episode. If you guys have any other questions for Nick and his team, please leave them in the comments. I'm sure he'll check them out, or somebody from his team will.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this thing? Excellent job, man.
But yeah, and if any of you guys do pick up Broncos when they do come available, 95 stores nationwide, 4wheelparts.com, whatever you want to do, stop by, swing in. We educate our salesmen the best we can to understand the products the best they can to pitch them to you guys.
Hell yeah.
So hopefully you guys go out there and have some fun.
Hell yeah. Purposefully built stuff. All right, guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks for checking it out. And like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And hope you guys like this one. Later.